How to make a classy and robust sunglasses case in vegetable tan leather. Print out the templates which are available from my blog and cut out the pieces you need from 2.5mm veg tan leather, making sure you mark off the center points, which are also on the templates. Then, using an edging tool, bevel the edges. And remember to mark off where the clasp is going to go on the front panel. Using calipers set at 3mm, I'm scoring a line on the bottom edge of the front panel for my stitching marks. I'm using a pricking iron at a 5mm pitch and just walking it along that scored edge and making sure I've got 25 marks just shy of that center point, so that I know I'll have 50 holes in all. On the top flap, from that center point, I'm scoring partially along that edge, and then using the pricking iron, I'm walking along 25 points so that I know that I'll have 50 holes in all both sides. I'm cutting out the polypropylene for the back of the front panel. I'm using these magnetic clasps and using the legs as a guide. I'm straddling that center point and making indentations so I know exactly where that clasp is going to go. Just like that. I'm using a carving tool here to punch 2 holes for the legs. Repeat that procedure for the top flap. I'm marking 2 extra holes here for the wraparound double stitch at the end. Get on to dyeing the leather. This is Fiebing's oil-based dye. I'm dyeing the edges, but they will also be dyed black as well before we finish. I'm using a wool dauber. So now to fix the magnetic clasp, just push it through the holes that you've made. Make sure it's flat, and then on the flip side there's a washer. Put it into place and then simply bend the legs down so that they're flat. Using contact cement, I'm fixing the polypropylene backing to the back of the front panel. This will make it very rigid and protect the sunglasses. It also covers up those legs which could scratch some sunglasses. I'm using some wax here now that the dye has dried, and a slicking agent to stick down the fuzzies on the back side. So this is the cover for the clasps, and I've marked out where I want the rivets to go, punching them out and making sure that the rivets won't foul up the mechanism of the clasp. I dye that piece, and this is my maker's mark that I'll use to decorate that piece of leather, just like that. This is the male piece of the magnetic clasp going on, and marking the holes for where the rivets will need to go. Simply punch out those holes and then rivet into place, just like that. Then it's just a matter of stitching. There's that double stitch at the start. I'm saddle stitching using a 1mm waxed polyester thread, and I've reached the end here and just a double knot a double stitch at the end for strength, and just tie it off and bury the knot.